Yeah, definitely excited about this season coming up. We want the guys who feel like they met their expectations, and I don't know if that's anybody, but the guys who feel like they have something to celebrate, we want them to build on that positive stuff, the momentum that they had last year. And for the guys that feel like they left something on the table, we want them to feel like they got to continue to raise their level and perform to their own expectations and their best. And I think that's one way that we've tried to do that over the years is definitely increase the competitiveness of our opponents, and we're doing that again this year. And I think the guys have responded well each season, and we want to continue to see that. And so that's why I think that there's a little bit of new and exciting energy like any season, but definitely this year the guys know what's ahead of them, and I think that's been very exciting for us as a program to look forward to those opportunities to put our foot on the line and go after everybody. First, I want to, I think, recognize, this is our best midterms academically. So the guys have responded in that way. And I think that's sort of a leading indicator of them being bought in, because everyone can do the wrestling side of this and everyone can do the physical training side of it. But sometimes, as student athletes, although we're all here to get a degree, sometimes it's a little easier to do the wrestling or athletic stuff and less easy to do the academic side of it. And so I think as a leading indicator of them being bought in and doing the right things, we're seeing all those signs. I always say all those lights are green right now. Everyone's working really hard. Guys are getting in, additional workouts that, we didn't, that they need to either manage a weight or increase their skill, working on skill areas. And so, preseason went well. The guys worked really hard and were committed, and I think and they're excited about the opportunity, like we talked about, sort of in the building on last year's momentum. And so it's been good. The freshmen are walking into a really experienced group of kind of senior and upperclassmen leadership who have been around this program for a while and competed at regionals and NCAA's, and that's the first time we've had that. And I think they're going to benefit from that experience as well, walking into a program now where, going to NCAA's is what we want to do. And, so I think we'll see that prove positive. I think we've got 7, 8 seniors, and, that is new for me. That is new for this program, and it's exciting. And I think, those individuals, when I go down the line, Andrew Cannon, Montre Blade, Sergio Nugent, who wrestled as a sophomore up to a sophomore year and then took a year off, and now he's back. He's also a senior. Miguel Barre, Corey Munez, Adolfo Sotolongo, Jarrett Lee, Alejandro Ordonez. Those are all seniors that we're looking to for leadership this year, on and off the mat, in the classroom, in the community. And so besides excited to see them all slap hands and wrestle their final season for us, also just see them get a chance to experience the next level of where we perform at, and also offer some leadership and guidance back to the classes behind them. So those guys are kind of who we're leaning on heavily this year to be doing the right things all the time, and we're excited to see them go. I think we should be competitive. I want us to have an opportunity to win a conference championship. That'd be the first time for us. I think we'd really, really like to perform to the level of getting inside that top 5 at regionals. And if things go right, man, we'd really love to break in that top 3 and put multiple guys in the NCAA tournament and put some guys on the podium, whether that's 1st through 8th. No one trains for 8th, but we want those guys to train to get on that podium. And the best way to do that is train like you're trying to get 1st. And so I think those are the kind of outcomes we're looking for. Obviously, our team GPA goals didn't change. We want to have a 3.0 or better as a team, and we'd want to get some more academic All-Americans this year. We're trying to look at, how do we get 5 guys academic All-Americans? How do we get 10 guys academic All-Americans? And I think, one thing, that I stole from my college coach, Coach Miller, was, he always says, who made that rule? And who made the rule that we can't have 10 academic All-Americans out of, 10 varsity guys? Or who made the rule that we can't be inside that top 3 at regionals? Who made that rule that we can't put multiple guys on the NCAA podium and be inside that top 20? Nobody made that rule that Ozarks can't do that. And so that's what I want the guys to start. That's where we're working towards. So we're going to go out and find out.
Well, Coach Gardner is a great leader. He's a national champ at the 3-3 level for Wartburg, or one of our rivals. I want to say a rival because I feel like we can compete with them. He leads us, and honestly, it's just really cool. He's down to earth with us, and that kind of helps with us coming together as a program. he really pushes us to be academic, like to be academic All Americans before we are actually like All Americans on the mat. He says like one of the things he says the most is, what would you rather show your parents? A national championship or All American trophy or an academic trophy? And what do people outside of wrestling want to see? The national championship or the academic All American? So he really pushes us to do good in grades. So that's why we have academic All Americans. He pushes us really hard on the mat too, and that's why you see we have 3 national qualifiers. DJ, he's not here anymore. Nathan and Jarrett Lee. So coaches really push us hard to do what we need to do and help us grow as young men.
Yeah, I think this team is geared to reach higher. You know, obviously it's always a goal to keep pushing the ceiling, see how far we can go. We have high hopes. I mean, conference runner-ups was great. We had 4 champs. We want to just win it all. You know, probably get 7, 8 champs as we can. Try to get as much championships as we can bring back home. Beat Ferrum. Ferrum's a tough team. They were the champs last year. I think we're a much better team this time around. And obviously, one national qualifier was great. We want to get him back, Jarrett. And we also want to have more people punch their tickets to the end of the season.
So my goal this year is to win conference and regionals this year. Out of me, DJ, and Jarrett, all 3 of us made it to nationals with 3rd place at regionals to qualify. So we've still yet to have a regional champion. So that's one of my goals, is to win regionals and then have a better tournament at nationals. And on my worst day, I want All-American, and on my good day, I want to win a national title.